Well, joining us live from Israel is Omri Almog. Omri's sister, Chen, and three of her children have been kidnapped by Hamas. Her husband and their eldest daughter were murdered during the October 7th Hamas terror attack. Omri joins us live now. Thank you so much for joining us, Omri. I know this must be an extremely difficult time for you and your family. What can you tell us about what was your last contact with your sister on October 7th, and from what you've been told, what happened?
On October 7, basically, when the attack started, the family of 6 of my sister and her husband, my brother-in-law Nadav, was in the safe room, and we exchanged WhatsApp with Yam, the oldest daughter. She talked to me, she talked to the grandmother, she talked to her army commander, and to some friends. She asked for help. The Hamas regime go in and out of the house many times. Around 12 noon, we lost communication with her, and only the next day on Sunday, late afternoon, we got the message that there are 2 bodies in the house, and Nadav and Yam was murdered. Nadav found in the safe room, and Yam next to the door where they broke into the house. It's a small room that is next to the. It's a shower and laundry room.
Omri,
and yes.
Have you heard anything from the government? Have they been helpful at all in throughout this time? And have you found out anything in terms of a proof of life about your sister and your nieces and nephews?
In the beginning, it was a chaos, especially in the kibbutz. You have to understand, Kfar Aza kibbutz was it was a war zone. We fight over the kibbutz to get the control back, the IDF, the Israeli army, for over 30 hours. So the army represents, is coming to us and talking to us, and we have a very good connection with the army and now with the state. And the only thing we know that they are moved. You have to understand they were missing for 8-9 days, and they moved from missing to kidnapped. So I believe they are my sister. She's 49 years old, Chen, and Agam, 18 years old, and Gal, 11 years old, and Tal, 9 years old, is safe somewhere in Gaza. We don't know anything else. It's 25, 26 days almost, and we don't know anything. I'm meeting with people, I'm talking to people, also to a foreign minister office, and we do the best that we can to find out anything else. But at the moment, this is the only thing we know.
Omri, it's been almost a month since your family has been missing, kidnapped, and murdered. I'm trying to understand, how does someone like you, what gets you through the day? How do you find the strength to get through the day? Because I know you have other family that you're also looking after as well. What gives you the strength and what gives you the hope for their return?
Nadav, my brother-in-law, was a very fine triathlete. He's the best for his age in Israel. And he had an accident 3 months ago, and he just rehab. He could barely walk. When I met him 3 months ago at the intense care at the hospital, we holding hands, we look each other, and he said, "Hope dies last." So we hope that Israel going to do the best that they can, and the army going to do the best that they can to bring everybody back. It's 240 people that kidnapped. And I wake up in the morning with energy to do in instead of be angry and shame and all that, I'm put the energy on doing stuff and taking care of my family and do my routine and train and talk to people and put all the efforts I can to bring them back. I mean, you have to imagine you have a kid go to sleep in his bed, and you wake up in the morning and somebody took him from his bed and you don't know anything else. I mean, this is beyond belief. This Hamas organization, they have no way that they're going to live on the same planet we do. They cruel, they torture, they do everything they can just to ruin Israel. Israel is a strong and believer, and it's going to be very, very hard to move Israel from where we are now. We're going to go back to Kfar Aza. My parents will go back to Kfar Aza. Nadav's parents will go back to Kfar Aza. But we have to bring those people back. This is the first thing that the country owe us.
Omri, I have one more question. I would be remiss if I didn't ask you this. Literally not even 24 hours after the October 7th massacre in Israel, we saw tens of thousands of people take to the streets here in Toronto, in Canada, and around the world. And people are celebrating the kidnapping of your family and the other hostages. They are celebrating the murder of your family and the other 1,400 Israelis. They are cheering for Hamas. What goes through your head? How do you react and respond to what's happening around the world and the fact that people are celebrating gleefully about the murder and the kidnapping of Israelis and Jews?
The larger public on earth, one of the largest, is Islamic. Jewish people is a small community in the world. The Jewish community always have a problem with the way the world think about us. Now, whoever have brain and education and wants to live life peacefully and hug each other and enjoy life, understand that this incident that happened on October 7th in south of Israel around Gaza Strip is beyond imagination. The cruel, the attitude of coming in and take kids and women and elderly and kill the way they kill and murder the way they murder, this is something that never happened in the world. I mean, what they celebrate for? What they celebrate? What makes them celebrate? Celebrate the loss of lives? Celebrate they run away. They are underground now. You cannot talk to them. You cannot reach them. This is what we're dealing with. I mean, I don't know how to describe it. So if they think the way to ruin Israel or to move Israel from where we are now, and the Jewish people is to celebrate like that, my response is it's a problem. It's a problem that we need to solve. We need to go out and talk to people like you and to people that don't think like you. You are, I believe, a very happy Jewish man that strongly support me and us. But we need to talk to those people and sit face to face and show them pictures and photo and tell them the story. What happened here in the morning of October 7th, 1 hour by 1 hour.
Omri, I sincerely appreciate your time. I know how difficult this is for you and your family. We wish nothing but the safe return and for peace in the region. And I really appreciate your time, Omri. Thank you for joining us on CP24.
Thank you. Thank you.